What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting from the D, and we got to talk about Diddy again, man, because that's an active thing happening today. Diddy has been denied bails. Of course, you guys know by now. Earlier today, his verdict was read. He was found not guilty of the RICO charge. He was found not guilty when it came to trafficking Cassie and the Jane Doe. Was found guilty of transporting Cassie and transporting a Jane Doe. Those are far less serious crimes. More likely than not, Diddy will be getting time served or maybe like a year or two tops. Diddy has largely beaten this case. And why was he denied? Well, because they want to pretend like that he's a flight risk. Now, had Diddy have been found guilty of the other stuff, maybe. But he knows he's only going to be facing, at most, a couple years. He already been in there well over a year. So, you know what I mean? Like, he has no reason to run. This is people that are just trying to they're sore losers, basically. Essentially, they're sore losers that this was a case that they believe was a slam dunk and they somehow fumbled it. You know, Diddy's lawyers, as I said earlier in my video talking about him beating the case, his lawyers, his defense was better than the prosecution, period. Way better. To the extent that people were accusing the prosecution of throwing the case. I mean, imagine that you're being sunned so badly in the courtroom that the public is speculating whether you're throwing the case on purpose. So they have nobody to blame but themselves. They did not put on a better prosecution than Diddy's lawyers did with putting on a defense. And the end result is all three of the charges that would have gave Diddy some serious time, he's beat them. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, you win some, you lose some. I know if you're the prosecution and you win a case like this, you become a celebrity. I mean, sometimes you become a celebrity even if you don't win a case like this, because Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden became well known behind the OJ case, and they lost that. Same thing. They lost that to a more capable defense. The defense was able to put on a better, more compelling story and I guess recreation of what happened than what the prosecution could. So you have this happening now, and they're being very sore losers. The sentencing isn't going to be until early October. So let's count real quick. July just started, so we got we got um, August, September. So he got to be in there another 3 months. I don't know about this. And listen, I'm no Diddy fan. In fact, I've never cared for Diddy. I've always thought Diddy was behind Pac. I've always thought Diddy was behind even Biggie. So I'm not some Diddy fan here. I'm just saying, if we supposed to be believing in the justice system, if we want to, everybody to buy into it, the justice system is fair and all that sort of stuff. He won fair and square. So instead of trying to take little underhanded digs to try to make the rest of the process for him as difficult as you possibly can, be graceful in defeat. Don't be sore losers. Be graceful in defeat. Granting him bail, I don't think really would do anything. People are like, oh, he's gonna take this and that retribution against different people. Newsflash, y'all. He could have did that while he was in there. I mean, let's just keep it a buck here. If he wanted somebody touched, they'd already be touched. during the whole process of this. And we talking about when he first got arrested, leading up to his trial, and during his trial. If he wanted somebody touched, they would have been touched. So being like, oh, once he gets out, this is going to happen to that person, that's going to happen to that person. You can't really say that, because if he was going to do that, that could have happened already. So I'm going to leave it there, man. That's pretty much what I have to say on this. I think this has been an interesting case. It's been very messy. You learned a lot of stuff about Diddy. You learned a whole lot of stuff about Cassie, that she was nowhere near being the innocent woman that everybody believed her to be. And I get it. I mean, you know, she's pretty, she's a woman. Um, you know, we saw the video where Diddy was beating the hell out of her. You know, it was very easy to view her as being a victim. She was pregnant on the stand. You know, just all of this stuff combined. It's like, oh, poor Cassie. And then some of the stuff started coming out about how Cassie really was cut. Man, behind a pretty face was a demon, pretty much. And now it made sense why her and Puff was together for so damn long. So from what I've seen, and I have this document here, I was looking at it. From what I've seen, it was her filing for him to stay behind bars and his bail be denied for fear of some retaliation or something like that. You know, what really can Diddy do to you at this point? I mean, like, think about this. I'm gonna keep this so real, and I'm gonna let y'all go. If Diddy wanted something to happen to Cassie, he could have made that happen already. Why would he go after Cassie for anything now? He beat the case with her as their star witness. He still beat the case. If anything happens to Cassie at all, he's going to be the first person that everybody is looking at. And he understands that. Diddy's no dummy. I mean, you know, you don't become a billionaire by being a moron. You become a billionaire by being very clever, very shrewd. I mean, savage and cutthroat, you know, to an extent, you know, depending on who the person is. Diddy is very clever. He knows how to move. He knows how to weigh his pros and cons, his options. He is as good as anybody I've ever seen when it comes to playing the game. And again, this is somebody I don't even really care for Diddy. I'm just giving credit where credit is due. So with that said, he's got to know that if anything happens to her or Kid Cudi or anything like that, he going to be the first person that people looking at. So ain't nothing going to happen to them. Not now anyway. You know, so him being out on bail for them 3 months, you think he going to use that to start checking off his list? No, that is too hot. So just making him stay in there, in my opinion, the only good thing about making him stay in there the additional 3 months is it'll add to his time served. If for whatever reason the time that they were going to give him is still more than what he's already been there for, this 3 months will be added on top of his time served. That's pretty much it. All right, though, man. I'm leaving it there, though, this time. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. And hit me in them comments. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.